It seems like years ago since we had a Fortnite live event that was actually good. But not to worry, Fortnite have something big in the works. But first, I'm gifting my subscribers skins every single day. It's as simple as dropping a like on the video and leaving your epic ID down below. And as always, remember to pop in code MMCS in the Fortnite Item Shop. But before we take a look at what Fortnite have got in store for us, it looks like someone is overwatching the activities going on around the island, and they're waiting for the right time to destroy everything. You've got to see this. The current focus of the Fortnite storyline at the moment is getting the apparatus up and working, because as we can see, it's a telescope that has the ability to look into different realities. But it looks like someone else is interested in it as well, lurking in the shadows, someone you're not expecting. At the start of the season, Dr. Sloan found herself in this ancient jungle after the Collision live event, still alive thanks to a tank that ended up saving her. She was then introduced to Relic, who got her back up on her feet, but she now wants nothing to do with him as his intentions are bad. And instead, she's teamed up with Trace and the rest of the luminaries to get the telescope up and working again. Dr. Sloan knows about these ancient glyphs on the walls, and she's worked out that we need to collect kinetic prisms to manipulate the light for this telescope to work. So the project is underway, but darkness has their eye on them. Right now, there is special dialogue in-game with Nia. She's on the opposite side of the island and has been hired to investigate the explorers of the jungle. But by who? Well, if we jump in-game right now, we need to be rocking the Rift Warden Stellan skin to find out, as she has special dialogue with him. So, if we land here just south of Stealthy Springs, you'll find Nia hidden away in a little cabin, and there's a ton of hidden secrets to do with this NPC than what first meets the eye. So, here she is. If we speak to her as the Rift Warden who randomly just disappeared along with the Oathbound a few seasons ago, she says, "Was it you who hired me to look into the explorers?" This all about just confirms that indeed it was the Oathbound, a young Geno that hired Nia to keep an eye on Dr. Sloan and the luminaries to see what they get up to. If you remember, they tried to create a rift gate to travel to different realities that ended up failing. Maybe this time they're more interested in the telescope to do that, and they know Dr. Sloan is an expert with these things. It looks like that last minute, once this is all up and working, their plan is to hijack this project. But what's even crazier is if we then approach Nia as one of the luminaries, most importantly Trace. She has some more special dialogue, so if we just land in here, she says, "What do the luminaries want with this jungle?" Showing that Nia is taking her job from the Oathbound very seriously, and she'll probably report back to Geno all of her findings. Geno doesn't want Sloan being a threat and having control of the island now, does he? And if you thought that was cool, wait until you hear the return of this guy. But before that, inside the main temple, there is this room that has a ton of significance. The hidden glyphs explaining Fortnite's future behind vines that I'm pretty sure Fortnite will officially reveal here soon. But we're more focused on the Transformers wall this time, and I'll tell you why now. At the beginning of the season, we saw a hologram of Optimus Prime projected into the room with his main goal to look out for us this season and to warn us about any incoming dangers. He's been in talks with Dr. Sloan, who he says knows the path forward. That's saving this reality by getting the telescope to work, and he's also been warning us about the future of the island through the secret radio station. In particular, the formidable enemies that are on their way. I mean, this is pretty much hinting at the last reality's turn, or it may be something even worse. But the real puzzle this season has to do with the Optimus Prime wall. In the trailer, we can see it almost looks like it can be opened as the floor and the wall illuminate blue. And this has got people thinking, could there be something hidden behind these walls that is still yet to be revealed? This has been a question on everybody's mind since the beginning of the season, and well, we're about to find out what's really behind there. Right now, if you hop in game, you'll notice that this door can't be broken or accessed, but that all changes when you jump into replay mode, because if you get close enough to the wall, you can see there is a secret room behind there. It's very rare that Fortnite would go to all of this effort to fully texturize and make a room behind the door if it's never going to be used. People speculate that in an upcoming update that something soon will be emerging from behind this door, because as of right now, the Transformers glyph on the door isn't fully lit up in places, and the theory is once everything is glowing, the door might open? believe it or not, we only have one more update this season confirmed before Season 4, so it could be happening soon. And the same goes for the glyphs on the other walls. In an upcoming update, I'm pretty sure these vines will all disappear, revealing to everyone who doesn't know already what lies behind them. So, do you think this door will be opening? What's this secret room about? I guess we're just gonna have to keep our eye on it. Now on to the moment you've all been waiting for. We jumped into Season 3 with the hidden world of the jungle being revealed under the island as the land around it collapsed. There was a ton to explore, like new temples and a ton to try out, but there is one thing that everybody's missed. As you should know by now, the ice around the island is melting at a rapid pace, and right now it looks like it could be flooding the jungle biome soon and revealing new locations hidden within this icy land. We found out in one of my last videos that the ice is actually melting due to Volpez, an NPC on the island who ended up eliminating Snowheart for Geno. She was the one actually keeping all this ice frozen. So right now, Geno is trying to take back control of the island, getting other NPCs on his side to help him. And with more and more ice cracking and melting, what lies underneath all of this? It could be Geno's big plan. Listen to this. Recently, people have noticed large cracks have now formed in the ice, creating caves around the edges of the island, hinting there is more to this underworld under the ice. Optimus Prime hinted that this reality is doomed to collapse, and maybe he means that quite literally, as more and more of the island collapses inwards, revealing a whole new island underneath this one. And this is where things get interesting, because Fortnite just accidentally leaked what could be hiding in this ice. During the creation of the ice biome for Chapter 4, the Fortnite artists created a concept of what this world would look like, and at first, it looks very similar to what ended up coming. But take a closer look. Inside, frozen in time, looks to be a kraken. If you remember, the Devourer arrived onto the Fortnite island in a frozen state. It was a shard of the ice moon, and over time, as the Polar Peak mountain melted, he was able to escape and cause havoc across the island. If Fortnite were intending on putting frozen monsters into this biome, the Devourer monster could be revealed here very soon with all this ice melting. We know that either him or a new version of him is alive or in the works, because back in Chapter 3, there were files called Catus Cave Creature Groans, with Catus being the code name for the Devourer. Take a listen to this. And this cave, well, it was never revealed to us. Could now finally be the time. And that's every secret and theory going on around the Fortnite community at the moment that you need to know about. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, pop in code MMCS in the Fortnite Item Shop, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.